Good morning all of you. This is a second lecture in map series. In first lecture I have given you the detail of Turkey and Israel. Today we are going to discuss about the location of Iran, and the major emphasis area will be the question related to prelims for UPSC and other state PCS examination. The first focus area I would like to go for the northern Iran area, and we have Caspian Sea as a discussion area. Whenever we go for map study, we must focus some of the code area, or we can remember the countries by some of the codes. I have coined this area as a Kirat. The word is Kirat. By this code, we can remember the 5 countries of Central Asia share the water of Caspian Sea. In a code, we can remember Kazakhstan, K for Kazakhstan, I for Iran, R for Rus, A for Azerbaijan, and T for Turkmenistan. So the first information we can write for Caspian Sea. There are 5 countries share the boundary of Caspian Sea, and these countries are Kazakhstan, Iran, Rus, Azerbaijan, and Turkmenistan. Now find out the broad analysis of these 5 countries. We have broad analysis. Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan are the part of Central Asia. And Iran and Azerbaijan are the part of West Asia. So we can write, out of these 5 countries, Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan belongs to Central Asian country geopolitically. Out of these 5 countries, Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan belongs to Central Asian countries, and Iran and Azerbaijan are the part of West Asian countries. So we can add 2 from West Asia, 2 from Central Asia, and the Central area we have 1 country, that is Rus. Rus also share the boundary of Caspian Sea. Now whatever can be asked from Caspian Sea, you will be able to analyze in a map location area. So I hope the section is clear for your map location. Kirat is very clear. If you plot the map and you write the detail, it will be very clear for you as a map location analysis. Now come to about the location of GK facts. Caspian Sea is the largest saltwater lake in the world, and it is located in the north of Iran as a general information. Now come to the southern area. We have Persian Gulf. It is geopolitically very vibrant area, a very live area nowadays in the world, because this area is a major petroleum producing area, and geopolitically the world countries have interest in this area. So the other countries also developed some of the ports in this area. In geopolitically, they are as a part of current affairs. See, in the geographical area, we have Karachi here. In the southwestern part of Karachi, one port has been developed by China. It is not a part of Persian Gulf, but it is close to Persian Gulf. That is why I am giving you the example here. So in the eastern part of Persian Gulf, we have the area of Pakistan, and here we have Gwadar Port. So Gwadar Port was developed by China for their trade purpose, for geopolitical interest purpose. In the very close to this port here, in the western part, India has developed a port here. In this area, there is a port developed by India, and it is named as a Chabahar Port. Chabahar Port is a part of eastern Iran, a part of Persian Gulf, close to Hormuz Strait, developed by Chabahar to develop the trade link with Afghanistan, right? Because Afghanistan is a landlocked country in West Asia, where we can develop the trade relationship by using Chabahar Port. Now we come to this area. This is a new development in Persian Gulf area near the mouth of Hormuz Strait or near the close to Hormuz Strait. So this area is Bandar-e-Jashk. Bandar-e-Jashk. So Bandar-e-Jashk is a new port area being developed by China for trade purpose and also for geopolitical interest. So these locations are related to current affairs, and we always remember these areas because in new trend in UPSC and other PCS examination also they are asking the current related location and the center of economic importance also. So right, some of the ports close to Hormuz Strait in West Asia are, so these ports are close to Hormuz Strait, right? Gwadar port of Pakistan, close to Karachi. It is owned by, or it is developed by, you cannot say owned by, it is developed by China for trade and strategic importance. The second Chabahar port in the eastern part of Iran, near Hormuz Strait. It is developed by India for trade purpose and for strategic importance. Now the new port, you always remember because the new one they ask, you write a new port in Iran, Bandar-e-Jashk, developed by China for their trade significance or trade benefit and also for strategic importance. So you will find a three major port here in a link from east to west. Sometimes they ask about arranging the ports from east to west or west to west. So you remember this area as a sequence from east to west. In the eastern part we have Gwadar port in Pakistan, we have Chabahar port in the eastern part of Iran developed by India, and the new port developed by China, that is a Bandar-e-Jashk near close to Hormuz Strait. So these are the major area as a geopolitical area or the new current area I have discussed for location purpose. Now we have in the center of close to Caspian Sea, we have the major city of Iran, that is capital of Iran also, and the major population center of Iran. So you always remember these locations. Suppose in the map they ask you the sequence of these cities, you can answer this area in a very easy way, right? So this was the section, the outline of Iran. Now we are going to discuss the inside area, the physical feature of Iran, so that you can have a better understanding about the geographical condition of Iran. So see students, whenever they ask question related to environment or related to location based question, there is a base of traditional geography and they use for current aspect, right? So they are not actually question of current, actually they are related to base geographical question. Now I am going to discuss about the Iran as a physical, you can write physical Iran. The physical features of Iran and related to geographical aspect I am going to discuss here. Now if you see the area of this country, like this type of map is a triangular area, so you will find a northern area. In the north of Iran you will have one mountain, and that is named as here in the northern Iran you will have Elburz mountain. You will see in the map here, this is Elburz mountain, and the south will find Jagrus mountain. So here in this area you will have Jagrus mountain. So like Turkey, Iran is surrounded by two mountains, northern side Elburz, southern side Jagrus mountain, and in between there is Iran plateaus or Iranian plateaus. Iranian plateaus. So the plateau located in the center of Iran, surrounded by Elburz and Jagrus mountain, is Iranian plateaus. So actually in geographical term it is inter-mountain plateaus. Inter-mountain plateaus. So like Anatolia plateaus, Iranian plateau is also an example of inter-mountain plateau. So write this physical feature first. Right, Iran has a large area of mountain and plateaus and also tropical desert. So the first you write, in the north of Iran there is a Elburz mountain, and in the south of Iran there is a Jagrus mountain. In between these two mountains there is an inter-mountain plateaus, and that is named as Iranian plateaus. So this mountain is also named as inter-mountain plateaus because it is surrounded by mountain from both sides. You can see in the diagrams, if you visualize these things, you can remember from Turkey also. Suppose the mountain here, this is a mountain here, plateaus here. Suppose this is Elburz and this one is Zagros. In between there is a plateaus, then you can name it as a Iranian plateaus. So Iranian plateau is located between two mountains, and it is an example of inter-mountain plateaus. So in West Asia, I have given an example of two inter-mountain plateaus. One is Anatolia plateaus and second is Iranian plateaus. Now see the particular climatic condition in inter-mountain area or inter-mountain plateaus area. Suppose the wind is coming from this side and wind is coming from both sides. So in that condition, the wind will lose moisture in the windward area, and this area will become a rain shadow area and will have very less rainfall. So in the center part of Iran, this area, there are number of deserts because it become leeward area for both sides. Leeward means offside area. So this area will find two major deserts, and those are tropical deserts. So first is Dast-e Kavir in the northern part and Dast-e-Lut in the southern part. So right, the central part of Iran is a rain shadow area for both mountain, for Zagros and Elburz, and central part of Iran receive less rainfall due to leeward area. So central part of Iran receive less rainfall, and in this condition there are two tropical deserts here. The first desert is Dast-e Kavir in the north and Dast-e-Lut in the south. So one is a northern desert, that is a Dast-e Kavir, and you can see in the map. You can locate in your atlas also. Once you have enough information with you, then you can draw a rough map, you can locate all these things, you will have permanent memory for a long retention time. Next is Dast-e-Lut. Dast-e-Lut is a southern tropical desert. Now see, mountain is clear, plateaus is clear, desert is okay, and you can also analyze how these deserts originated, right? So these originated due to the location of mountain from both sides, right? Now see, Iran is a major producer of petroleum and natural gas, and this country shares the large area of Persian Gulf. Here you will find a major ports and refinery of Iran on the western side, and this port is named as Abadan. Just I'm bringing it here. It is not mentioned here. We can see in Atlas. So we'll find here the major port of Iran and refinery also, that is Abadan. We know in India we have the largest refinery, that is Jamnagar refinery. Earlier used to be the largest refinery in the Iran, the Western Asian area, and it was Abadan. So right there, Iran, on the western part of Iran near Persian Gulf, the largest refinery of Iran and also the petroleum center is Abadan is located there. So in this way we can go for not absurd fact, the not relevant fact. We can analyze the relevant geographical information for map study, for current related aspect, and we can solve all the questions related to map location. Hope this section will help you to solve the questions related to all examination you are going to appear. And the next series will bring the next country of West Asia, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, to discuss. Thank you. Have a nice time.